Hello everybody. How are we all doing? I'm Loomis, and we are about to start Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I don't know anything about this game. Custom story? Subtitles, sure. Focus icon. Developer commentary, ooh. So it looks like a very simple interface with a lot of interesting things going on behind it. Yeah, I don't know anything about this game. I don't even know what genre it is, beyond it being horror themed. Whether it's first person or third person, whether it's... Well, judging by this title screen, I'm guessing fantasy, but it could be in space for all I know. I don't know whether I need my controller or my keyboard, but we're going to start a new game and answer some of these questions, I hope. The way the game was designed to be played, enemies will spot you more easily. Losing your sanity will kill you. So I got some ominous messages when I first booted this up about how I should hide from things instead of fighting them, and I shouldn't play to win. That's fine. I've never won before. I don't intend to start now. Let's hop in here and see what we've got.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Okay. Seems like our main character might have memory problems. Oh, we've got a memento. Make sure to check these when you get stuck. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. Oh, so I guess these are things we scribbled down so we don't forget them? Notes, diaries, mementos. In a castle? No tinder boxes left. Yes, I thought people would find that joke to be especially fresh and original. Okay. No rupees, we're not playing Legend of Zelda. Is the brightness up super high? I don't think so. I can see what I'm doing, but it's kind of gloomy. Okay, so there's stuff on the floor that I've been told to follow. Oh, I think that's... My glasses are kind of smudged. I can't see very well through them. I don't know whether I'm better off with them on or not. Good wiping. I think that's not as I initially thought, gold coming out of my pouch. That's like... It's a tinderbox making heat to light candles. Okay. A lighter? It says no tinderboxes left. So... I guess we're starting in media res, except it's not actually in media res, I just don't remember what happened before now. Shadow is chasing me, my name is Daniel, I live in Mayfair in London, and some things must not be forgotten. That's everything I remember. How are you doing, Badger? Okay, I got a crouch. And a jump. Doesn't seem like I... Oh, excuse me. Doesn't seem like I can sprint. It feels weird to be walking around and not lilting to one side. Oh, never mind, I'm lilting to one side. I was thinking of in Layers of Fear, where you've only got the one leg and you're constantly limping. My brain adjusted to that, I guess. Whoops. Oh well. What do you think of it so far? Rubbish! Yeah, the room's swimming from side to side. Either we've got low blood sugar or we're on a boat. Oh, okay. These are some haunted doors. Oh look, a painter's smock. What have we got here? Oh, a tinderbox. Light something. Yeah, that'll help me shrug it off. Oh. Okay, the blood trail that I'm following goes that way. More tinder. Yeah, I don't think my character's very well, judging by the wild swaying. This game probably inspired the painting one a bit. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Must have been the wind. I feel like I might fight a vampire at any moment. Somebody else is here. I hear footsteps. Oh, I understand now. I've got malaria. This is Far Cry 2. I need to find myself some medication. Where's the blood here? Can I get through this wall? No? Hmm. So yeah, I was talking to my niece just now. She says that she wishes Tilly was a people, so that Tilly could take care of the animals and I could go visit her. Speedrun time. I can put the helmet on my head. I'll be a lot safer. Well, if there's a run button, I don't know what it is. Maybe I've not unlocked running yet. Maybe you can't run when you've got malaria. I think that might be a thing. Good night, everyone. Yeah. So what I found is space is jump, control is crouch. Shift doesn't appear to do anything, and Alt doesn't appear to do anything. The blood trail's going that way, so obviously I need to do everything else first. Paintings. Do you feel... I just saw that painting. Oh, another tinderbox, okay. Yeah, I can definitely see where this game inspired Layers of Fear. They've got like 50 copies of this one painting. Mechanics I've not been told about are coming into it. Yeah, I assume that like the game will tell me when I can run. Okay. In the darkness, I go slowly mad. Sanity will drain. Was there something in here, or is this just the tutorial on darkness? Let me light something up and just see if anything happens. So I don't seem to have like a sanity meter. Maybe the blurriness, the wobbliness of everything is my sanity. I don't fear the dark. I only fear the light coming to punish me for my sins. But yeah, maybe like at some point an enemy is gonna jump out at me and it's gonna be like press shift to run. I'll be holding onto the railing in my condition. Alright, there goes my sanity again. I wonder if it like does it like recover in the light? Like the wobbliness has passed or Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. So far this feels very old school RPG. I can almost taste the needlessly complex inventory system and awkward dialogue. Yeah, that's definitely the sort of game I'm sensing. Fansen-like? Witnessing unsettling events will reduce your sanity. Well, I didn't witness an upsetting event because I was looking at the floor. But I guess it got dark. Solving puzzles and making progress will increase my sanity, okay. And now there's leeches all over the floor. Am I imagining those as my sanity fails? More papers everywhere. My gaming instinct is telling me to read every paper, but that doesn't appear to be a thing I can do. If I could find a candle to recover some sanity, that would be sweet. Anyway, so far this is Call of Cthulhu the game, is what I'm getting here. Like, sure, your enemies could kill you if they're merciful. But those who the gods wish to destroy, they first drive mad. Bit drafty, yeah. So we should close the windows. Hmm. This reminds me of Penumbra a lot. Penumbra probably copied this or vice versa, I don't know. Are they the same same subgenre of horror? I don't know. Doesn't look like there's much going on in here. Should have worn a woolly jumper, yeah. That would help a lot. 2010? Penumbra was probably first then. Okay, so I think the noise like a Geiger counter is my sanity slipping. I keep thinking things are happening like next to me and behind me, and I think it's just the headphones are not picking up the sound quite right. Not really directional. The thingies? The Weebers? to open it though. It's a chest, you open it. Oh, the grooves, yeah. It's dark here. You might be eaten by a grue. Is that what's hunting me? Is this the Zork horror game that I never knew I wanted? This definitely has Layers of Fear cupboard mechanics. So if my sanity meter falls, if my stress meter gets full, am I gonna have a heart attack? Yeah, see, like when I grab the door, I hear the clicking in just my left headset rather than my right, so it sounds like it's coming from over here instead of in front of me. And if the door opens to the right, then it's just in my right ear. Yeah, I'll get to it in a moment. I'm not done looking at this collection of bones, I think. I don't know, I can't see. See a heck. Oh, okay. Hmm.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Did I concoct and take a amnesia potion because my sanity was too low to do what needed to be done? And judging by this, I drank it and then staggered out there, so I've been following my own footprints back here. I should probably be lighting torches to conserve my sanity, but I'm more concerned about saving my out-of-game sanity, which requests that I save all of the torches for the final boss fight. Can't spend resources. A lantern drains oil when it's turned on. Turn the oil to the lantern, double click on the oil item in the inventory. Oh, good, got an inventory. Health, all is good. I have a heart. I can feel my heart. It beats strongly. Sanity, a slight headache. That sounds about right. Oil, tinder boxes. Okay, so I do have a lantern. myself. I have to murder old man Alexander. In hard difficulty, can it kill you outright? Okay. You said this is the way the game was intended to be played, so I guess sanity isn't supposed to... Oh, now I've got a run button. That suggests I'm going to need it soon. Shadow follows me, devouring all in its path.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
These things started appearing around the time I reached headache levels of stress. So I think maybe I'm imagining them. Then again, you don't imagine these creatures from a headache, right? Well, maybe not unless you've experienced something more terrible still. Whoa! I guess we need 10 red demon souls to pass. Oh. Hello? Another lone soul in London. Seemed appropriate somehow. That's where the voice was coming from.
Is anyone there?
Oh, it's by the same guys? Okay, that makes sense. From what I remember, the first Penumbra? So there was the Penumbra tech demo. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. 4 different chemicals I needed to continue. Okay. This is probably on the Penumbra engine, I think. So the original Penumbra tech demo was created
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And 1 part aquafortis.
So the first Penumbra game, Penumbra Overture, started out as Penumbra Tech Demo, which you can still get, the opening version of it, and was intended to be a very short game to demonstrate the abilities of the new engine that they developed, which was a point-and-click, intended to be a point-and-click horror engine, much like this. And the tech demo was really popular, so they ended up turning it into a full game and then into a series. So I wonder if they originally made the Penumbra engine for this game. If that was the original plan. This is my 3rd attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, in the hopes it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid, and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution, and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for our life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, and I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Oh, okay. I don't know. It's like a bottled memory? Heart is pounding and hands are shaking. I should light something, I guess. Oh, I can't move this, though. I guess it's probably telling me how to open doors, in case I hadn't figured that out yet. I'll probably light a few of these, because it looks like I'm going to be coming back here. The light, the promise of safety. So yeah, what I'm getting so far is that the main character read the Necronomicon, and wiping his own memory was the only way to remain sane for as long as that lasts. Aha. So I thought I heard a screaming voice from the lab, but maybe I just imagined it? Amnesia, Darkest Dungeon. Is there any game that couldn't be made better with the addition of the ancestor's voice? Hazel remained hidden, in fear she too would be punished. I did collect something? I mean, I touched something. Oh, did I actually pick something up? Oh yeah, I've got the chemistry part. To put the ingredients in, I guess, for whatever it is that I was making. Oh, my sanity's coming back. Cool. Wayne June? Is that who voiced it? It's locked and will not open without a key. And the key for the wine cellar. 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Chemical ingredients have been moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. Oh, what I'm probably supposed to have done is tried the door to the inner chambers. Found it locked. I've been like, okay, time to go make some acid. And then this other stuff I'm looking for would help me do that. He's not actually a big deal. I feel like maybe more so since doing Darkest Dungeon, but I don't know. Has he not really been in anything else before that? Because his voice acting in that game is fantastic. This website is ancient. He's got like his CV on it. I mean, they're working on Darkest Dungeon too, so I guess he's still working for them. So he's probably not looking for another big project right now. Maybe like, yeah, adverts, like short things that he can do. Avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. The Library.
Oh. 16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
A tomb in the desert. And brought some stuff back with us. Something that can never go wrong. So are we in Britain then, if it's the British Museum? I had it in my head that we were in Germany, but I don't really know why. I think some of the text at the start of the game looked like it was German, but maybe it's just, I don't know, it's like in-game script. A book with a... yeah, that was it. The first book we picked up had a German title. And my brain decided that no further information was needed on our location. German books only exist in Germany. Come on, game, it's not that... come on, dude, it's not that dark. You don't need to freak out. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court, and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. I guess I'll light a thing? I don't know. I think I'm coming back this way. Not? I don't know how to manage my sanity just yet. Yeah. It's like I go into a dark room and I think I'm fine, and then he starts having panic, so I light a thing up, but it's like, I've done in here, so it was kind of a waste to light this, I guess. Study.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
I know the lighter is older than the match. I did not know that, although I guess it's not a huge surprise, because matches are, like, surprisingly complicated, aren't they? Got the whole phosphorus stuff, and getting it to strike on, ideally only things that are supposed to strike it. Hey Alex, how you doing? The shadow isn't my friend. The shadows conceal my movements. I'm sure it'll hide me from any danger. Trapped in a tomb, probably why he dislikes the dark. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Whoops. Just shattered in my hand. Okay, sanity. he's disintegrating again. Don't know my own strength. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. Having a good day. Yeah. I did most of the things I needed to do today on Sunday, so I got to have a pretty chill day and unwind a little bit. And I spoke to my little niece just before stream. So yeah, I'm doing good. Am I ready for it? I suppose that is the question. Bah. I'm a scientist. A man of science and knowledge. I'm not afraid to learn things. Feed me these facts.
Make no mistake. We will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
Alex, thank you for the host. Appreciate it. You know, I've not seen you stream in a while, Alex. Have you just been busy? Or is the no games catching your eye? Okay. I think I've wedged it. No, there we go. Cool. So far I've gotten less spooked than my character. I'm intrigued, but I've not gotten spooked yet. But I'm really not very far in. I'm playing for like nearly an hour, I guess. But I'm just... I feel like I'm just getting started. Just super busy, personal reasons. Ah, okay. Assuming those personal reasons are bad, I'm sorry to hear that. If the personal reason is that you won $1 trillion and are spending most of your days in your own spaceship in high Earth orbit where the internet's a bit crap, then I guess congratulations instead of I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope you're doing alright. I know you were having trouble with you finished university recently, right? And you were doing some fast food stuff while you were looking for another job? So if it's like you gotta work stuff maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I understand I understand how things get busy. I'm looking for work again myself, so similar things might be happening to me, depending on what I get. I am completely lost in this library area. Okay, so this is where I came in. And then that led me here. Yeah, I hope you're doing alright, Alex. Tales of the Zestyria. Okay. Part of the long line of Tales of games, I assume? I've never played any of them, and I keep meaning to get into them. I was actually talking with Badger the other day about how I consider myself to be like a big JRPG person, but there's a whole bunch of JRPGs that I've just never played. Yeah, so I think we're done here. Like whole series that I've just never gotten into. Some of the big famous ones as well. There's too many numbers for me to start. But someday when I magically have free time, I will play through all these games. Oh, okay. Do they follow on from each other then? From the names I assumed they were like tales of places. like worlds, and each one was set on its own thing, but not really. But are they set in the same world? Not really, and at the same time it does. Okay. Yeah, I think I get you. They're all their own story, but they're all set in the same world, and you can see the remnants of other stuff. Can I play a quick jaunty tune? No? Hey, we should be okay with those locked doors. I found all the keys we could possibly need. Do we need sheet music to play it? Come on, I need to put in the... If you put in the opening notes to Tifa's theme, you get an elemental materia. Floor plans. That actually sounds pretty useful. We find the floor plans to this building. Okay, there goes his heart again. Maps. Fragile but not breakable by hand. Okay. This is just falling apart. Let me stand in the light for a minute. Hundreds of years between them story-wise. Okay. Lol? What are we laughing at? Oh, the keys. You have to understand that once I've said something, I immediately forget that I've said it.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Oh, that's cool, Alex. That sounds interesting. I should play that series sometime. I just need to magically have loads of free time. Which I kind of have now, because I'm currently unemployed. And yet, I still don't have time to do these things. Having tons of free time is a nightmare, because you finally realize that even when you have all the maximum amount of free time, it's still not enough free time. The illusion that I might one day have enough time to do things is shattered. The game on my game list. How long is that list? I mean, the list contains every game. The goal is to play every game eventually. It's just what order do I play them in? No, well, I mean, I've got the stream list.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Oh, am I controlling this? Okay. Yeah, I've got a list of games that have been suggested for the stream, and it is pretty long.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
Like, it is going to take me a while to get through all the games on the list. People keep still suggesting new ones. It's madness. Don't mind
I
if I
reached
do.
out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
I think you're probably right, Alex. What can I say? I'm a completionist. I gotta play all the video games to be truly a video gamer. Okay. We're learning things. Seems like the relic was probably a key part of all this. Yeah, once we've played all the games, we've got to move on to platinuming them all. Oh, is that the way back? Well, we're not going that way. That's probably what that big crashing that caused a huge stress spike was. I was too busy looking elsewhere when it happened. Okay, so where do I go now? Kinda looks like I've gotten myself stuck in a dead end. There's that breakable wall, but it says that it can't be done by hand. Let's say I need a shovel or a pick. Stuck here forever, just accept your fate. Yeah, at least I've got plenty of things to do, plenty of reading. Just settle down here in the light, do some light reading. Everything will be fine. I mean, I wasn't doing anything important, right? I think I'd remember something like that. Breakable by hand. What do I have in my inventory? The chemistry part with nothing to do with it. Fuel for the lantern itself. Potentially I could plant some oil in here and then blow it up. I don't know that that's a good idea. Can I... Oh, okay. Oh, bugs taste good.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Alright, thanks for the lurk, Alex. Enjoy your games. Thanks for stopping by, it was good to hear from you. Ah, okay. Okay, so I presume that's the first one. Hello? Can I... Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle. Altstadt. So I think we are in Germany then, Brennenburg. These are German-sounding names, although I don't know. It'd probably be more accurate to say they're Germanic names. And the only thing we can say for sure is that that means they're probably somewhere in Europe. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. Oh, okay. So we're in. If this is Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle, then we're in Prussia, which would later be Germany. So okay. Excuse me. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversation, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales. There are some motifs that keep reappearing. Hold on. Channel. Oh, there we go. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move suddenly through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called Gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. Is it their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them to reveal their presence? What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to be never seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods? And what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle near Altstadt, and like most of those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish, and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, therefore the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. Well, we were doing alchemical experiments here to create liquid life. do the thing, please? Do I tug it now or what? No. Don't know what opens. With a 3? The white. Come on. I just got de-stressed by finding this place. Okay, so the wine cellar key. So getting here was a major objective then. This is what we were looking for. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid any further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore need to be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both my problems. Wilhelm and his men. Is the wine poisoned? Or is it full of experimental substances? Ah, okay. So this is the one of the doors we couldn't get through before. Study. This one's still locked. So this is... Whoa! Excuse me, sir. Okay, so we've got a, what are they called? Stand here in the light for a minute. I assume I'm safe here because it's sanity. Where did he go? He turned into dust. I'm fighting a what are they called? I need more water. My brain is locking up. I was thinking of the things from Malazan. I saw him go through there, but then a moment later he emerged from dust here. And then when I ducked past him, he disintegrated into dust again. Yeah, Talanimas, thank you. He's obviously Talanimas. We've disturbed Talanimas' tomb. think we're done in this area. Stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved. Ah! What the? Ow! Oh, the walls are bleeding. Ow! Okay, so it's the red stuff on the walls and floor damages you. That's what was attacking me. But my health is all good, okay. Yeah, that part of the castle seems to have sealed itself. So I don't know if that thing appeared because my sanity fell. Maybe enemies only appear when my sanity is low. And then they hunt me and hurt me, so I have to keep my sanity high so they can't attack. What to say? Did I go in this room? Oh yeah, no, I've been there. Oh, the wine cellar is our next stop then. Oh, use the key. How do I use the key on the door? Oh, I like double click it. Tin the 908, Squint the Toothless Fallen.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Was he the shadow that was following me? I mean, honestly, he didn't seem scary enough to be the shadow. It's real dark down here. Can't. Uh-oh. Find a place to hide, it says. I don't see who I'm hiding from, but... Yeah, I guess I need to make sure I'm not in darkness for too long, or things start to slip. Shadow is a bigger thing, the darkness itself. Yeah, that would make sense. Shadow is following me. Yeah, I'm guessing that guy was a servant of the Shadow. Laudanum. To increase your health, okay. Oh. I hide from them in darkness, but it seems like they avoid the light. Also, yeah, this is straight up just fantasy penumbra. Now that I've played it a bit more. Yeah. I only ever played the tech demo, the free version. I never played the full game. I don't know how closely the full game follows the tech demo. But I thought that I enjoyed the tech demo, and the Penumbra series is well regarded. that shaking? Use laudanum to increase your health? That feels like, to be honest, the opposite of what one does with laudanum. I thought maybe that would be for sanity, if anything. Oh, okay. Orpiment. Okay, that's one of the ingredients we need. Does that mean a monster's about to appear and attack me? Or no? Oh, yes. Either that or I'm hallucinating footsteps, which, you know, is super unlikely. Oh, that's a torch. There's something else. Improve health and help heal wounds. I guess. I mean, it's a painkiller, I guess. But it's, I don't know, there's a particularly healthy one. I think it was mostly used for treating nightmares and the like. I don't know where I've been before and where I've not in here. Oh, I can't take the hammer with me. I think I already had to smash through one wall. I feel like a hammer would be quite useful, but I actively can't see it here. All of these, there's a lot of things here that seem like they'd be quite useful, but I guess they're not. Oh, there's a bottle right here. It's like, there's gotta be something in here, right? What about the bottle? Yeah. I'm not wearing my glasses. I need to get some... I don't have any proper cleaning stuff at the moment. Barrel contains... Oh, I've refilled my lantern. Nice. Yeah, I'm not got any proper cleaning stuff for my glasses, so all I can do is run them under the water and wipe them down. I don't know if... Bottled soap and water, yeah? Oh yeah, you used to wear glasses, I guess you'd know. I had some from the glasses place to clean them with, but I don't have any of that left. I was like, I don't know where to get more. Do they sell it at Tesco's? Can't really go into town at the moment. Clean nets. You're the only one who does. How does she put up with not being able to see through her glasses? Ow! Just gets confused as to why she can't see. Oh no. I think I died. Alright, let's get a candle lit before I have a heart attack. Gamer over. To push, or press for a strong push. Am I supposed to be? I'm not sure if it's telling me I need to move that, or if it's just giving me information in a general sense. Let's try out the lantern. That is a lot of extra light. Oh. Okay. I can throw a hammer at it. That seems to work. Can't pick that up. I've lost track of the hammer. Is this working? Okay. Yeah, I guess it is. Kind of. Oh, there's a torch right here. That would have been useful.
The taste, the fragrance, Damascus rose.
I'm hearing voices. See, is this the same room where I found the stuff, right? There's nothing more over here? Yeah. Oh no, I went up there with the lantern, didn't I? I can confirm that. Okay, there we go. So, was that... I've got 3 ingredients, I need 4, right? Calamine... Opium and copyright. Aqua Regia, the only thing I'm missing. Instead of Aqua Fortis. Yeah, my glasses are only really for distance, but I can't stand going out without them on. Everything's so blurry. It's upsetting. So have I been through here? I guess I should be using this until I can find somewhere to... Are these the people who are trapped down here? Okay. Like, I wondered if he'd, like, poisoned them or just locked the cell with them down here, but then I was like, where are the bodies? starting to understand the situation the thing consumed a prodigious amount of meat. That was of no concern to me. After all, I had a village full of it.
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Well, that sounds more like poison than some sort of beast. Did he set beasts on them later? My name is Wilhelm, House of Garrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the Castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about this supposed Knight of the Order who could want from me, and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, and not the honors I have been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. Was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim, and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly, and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stair, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolical ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer. So he seems like he poisoned the wine with something that disintegrates the body. Better write a note. I don't know, what else was he gonna do? Was the confession intended to soothe him? As if somebody other than Alexander is going to find it. But then again, I guess they did. We got the Aqua Regia. Yeah, managing my sanity a little more carefully, and the enemies haven't reappeared. I think they only come when my sanity falls. Class smell of desert and damp musk, pieces lay scrambled on top. Too many of them, he thought, or perhaps too few. Yeah, I mean the rules may change. I mean these things seem to appear regardless of my sanity state and thrash at me, as the place itself seems to become corrupted. A few cuts and bruises. Okay, so they do damage, just not a lot of it. maybe that's what I'm supposed to acid my way through, or maybe it's something further on. In any case, I'm going to take a quick break there, guys. I need to go put the rabbits to bed. It's starting to get dark. So I'll be back in 5 minutes or so. Won't be too long. I return. Let us press on. To the task's end. Fine theory. Yeah, I'm guessing sanity makes monsters attack me, because otherwise I'm not sure what sanity does, you know? Tough and pliant, can be torn by hands or tools. Now, what is sanity doing for me anyway? Oh, okay. Appropriate apparatus. I can't just pour them all in there and hope for the best. Isn't it behind the blood things now though? Work that trades sanity with random violence. I thought it was through there that I can't go ow beyond that. Maybe there was another set somewhere. That's where the lab was. I guess I could go back and use the set earlier on. Yeah. I guess I can, yeah, maybe I can use the set earlier on where I made the memory concoction. Or maybe I couldn't. Okay. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, if I could be a barbarian, that would solve some problems. Every time my insanity goes down, I get more strength. It's just these things. This door's sealed up as well. I guess I gotta go back up the stairs then. There doesn't seem to be anywhere else I can go. I remember seeing an alchemy set up here though. No, I can't go through here either. There's more red spikes. More red fluff. What am I... Unless... Am I meant to jump over it? I've got a jump button. This seems like a bad idea. Okay, that worked. Yeah, I thought the red stuff was a straight up barrier, but now you can do a bit of parkour. Thought lab was on the other side? No, the other side's the basement, the wine cellar, that's where we just came from. I have 4 chemicals? I'm not gonna lie, I am way more concerned about getting crushed beneath this collapsing castle than I am of this shadow thing. Turn on the... Oh. Turn on the burner first. How do I... Oh, okay, I see. I realized the castle is probably collapsing because of the shadow invasion, but I think I've done this in the wrong order. I should have been the one on the right first. Major safety violation, now that I think about it. Oh well. Did the stairs collapse while I was doing that? Gosh darn it. I can't have anything for 5 minutes. Can I get through here now? Is this what I'm doing? This looks different than it did a moment ago. No? I guess this is what all the big rumbling was. A barrel. Oh no. I don't know if I can rotate the barrel. We got, is there maybe a crate? Yeah, this is a bit more like it. It's not gonna stay on there though. Oh, is it? Okay. Is that enough? No, I need a few of these. Speed strats. There we go. By using a box to climb? Do you think I wasn't supposed to do it that way? I don't think there was another way back up. What did I make? I have made a jar of acid. I think I'm supposed to use it on the red stuff in front of the... Ow. Okay, the red stuff is getting a lot worse. But yeah, the inner alcove was protected by a wall of the red stuff. I think I'm supposed to use the acid on that. The wound is bleeding quite badly. My sanity's recovering, so... Have you not played this game before then, Badger? Early on it sounded like you knew a lot about it, but now you don't know things that I'm doing. Yeah, I probably dropped enough acid. Oh, okay. So it's been a long, long time. The voices were silenced in a haze of gun smoke. I'm Daniel, right? I'm from Mayfair in London. Oh wait, you mean you mean who I...
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the
You
reason
mean my actual
for the
name, right?
darkness, that is?
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Okay, so we need to go in a straight line here, if we can. It already appears that we can't. Yeah, I can't say I tend to forget any family members' names. What enemies are there? I don't see any enemies though. Oh. Avoid looking at enemies, will drain your sanity and you will eventually be seen. Okay, so just looking at them lowers my sanity, and the "you will eventually be seen" definitely makes it sound like they can detect my madness.
Something is wrong. Oh, so wrong.
They can feel me looking at them. That might also be the case.
Of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Have you ever seen that, it's kind of an experiment they did, I guess. Ooh, more laudanum. where they like asked people if they believed that that people could tell when somebody was watching them, like if they could sense eyes on them. And while the person was explaining yes, they could always tell when somebody was looking at them, they'd have another guy in like a gorilla suit or something walk up and stand right behind them, staring right at them, their faces at the back of their heads. And obviously the person who was talking about how they could always sense eyes on them would not react in any way. The interviewer was already looking at them, yes, therefore thereby masking the effect. That's obviously how it works. Pulsating. Got a lot of extra oil, so I guess. Yeah. People are good at picking up on little hints and catching things out of the corner of their eye in order to realize that somebody's watching them. People do not magically sense that somebody has looked in their direction. It feels like a fairly obvious thing to say, and yet a lot of people believe otherwise, despite it being like easily testable. That is too heavy to lift my hand. Something is clogging the crank and pulley contraption. Yes. Is there a... yeah, let me light this up, so I'm not wasting oil. Can I move? This one's too heavy. Ooh, what we got here? Can I just jump and grab it? Is that a thing I can I get a firm grip on it from here? Okay, so I do need to tug something over. One of these? Two of them. There we go. Is that the doorway to the inner sanctum, do you think? We stumbled across it already. Can I... oh, I probably have to crouch to get through. Water smiled at him as he struggled to make sense of the situation. assume these are all fragments of memories popping back into our heads. Of course, we entered into a well-lit room. The candles had to immediately go out. Whoa, okay. Ah! Welcome to the Little Nightmares DLC, everybody. I will be playing as Flashlight Boy. What is it? Should I take some laudanum to heal myself? Is that? A few custom roses, okay. I won't be going then. Am I parkouring this? That's a bit low. I don't think I can get onto one of these if I fall in. No, I can. Never mind. We're good. Seems like the thing vanishes when I put on the lantern in any case. It only appears when I can't see it. Okay, well I gotta run this one in any case. Okay, never mind. Whatever's there is just straight up invisible. The inner sanctum is underneath this. Do you think Alexander is maybe just drowned in all this water? And maybe the situation's resolved is all I'm saying. I suppose the crawling chaos must be destroyed. Come up, please. It's inflicted when I pick this up. I feel like perhaps the mere act of grabbing a skull increases my sanity, which to be honest is not unreasonable, but nonetheless. Were all those things in the water before? I need to fuel better. Yeah, I guess they were. Turn it up and turn it off, just as I'm looking at stuff. Okay, I guess it's just supplies this way. This isn't where we're finding the thing we're looking for. Climb the thing, please. Climb the thing. he was trying to look at something there or not. I feel like it moved on its own. Oh, there's the switch. I'll tell you what, this level of darkness didn't bother me until I realized I could turn on a lantern and actually see what I was doing. And now it's kind of frustrating to have no idea what's going on around me. Also, I guess I'm more aware of my sanity meter slippage now that there's actual consequences for sanity meter slippage. Ah, what the... Oh, okay. Nobody said anything about a timer. Back we go. Spook. This is the worst kind of spook. It's the kind of spook that actually gets to me. I can feel precious resources slipping away. Inventory spook. Why are you going that way? I threw a thing the other direction. Come on. Work with me, water monster. Alright, let's get through here. I suppose... Okay, would it be too much to hope that the thing got caught on the other side? It looks like it did get caught on the other side. It's just two of them. Kind of looked like the gate landed on the thing. I don't know if it's tangible, so does the gate bother it in any case? Now what? Oh, if I can't pick up the oil, it's too close to me. I'm gonna fall in trying to grab this. Did I run out of oil again already? I did. I can't see where I'm meant to be going. Is that a door over there? Maybe that's it. That's a faint outline. Yeah, I know. Each oil canister only fills it like a fifth. There's like barrels of oil that fill up the lamp, which is why I was trying not to waste the canisters, but yeah. Ah! Heck! Okay, I'm in trouble. Right. Barely conscious. Wow, that thing wrecked me. I think you're probably right. I'll feel a lot better. Well, I don't know about better, but my problems will have certainly changed. Things. Okay, never mind. I will have new and exciting problems after snorting a mixture of oil and laudanum. I can't. Okay, I think I'm dead. Especially if we go near a candle, yeah. Turning the gear is too difficult. Even if I distract the monster. Turn all the way over there. Is it eating the limbs, or is it just a splashing and noise? I can't get the thing to go up. Dead flesh can act as a distraction. Yes, it didn't seem to be distracting them for very long, but okay. Alright. Okay, so there's regular save points. We're back at the start of the same room. Wait, I was watching for it to swim over to where the dead body was, so that I knew it was as far away as possible when I jumped in and did stuff. Well, yeah, I didn't realize it was eating the stuff, though. I thought it would, like... I thought that if I jumped in, it would immediately turn around from the splashing that had distracted it. Oh, I was turning the gear the wrong way. That explains a lot. Hollow needle. Yeah, it's similar to what little that's worth. Similar to Layers of Fear. The locked with a simple lock. The opening and closing of stuff and the turning of things is not as intuitive as it could be. Simple locks. We need a key, but there goes the light again. Is the thing in here now? Let's step outside. I think my needle can fit. I don't. I would think that largely depends on whether you have lockpicking experience, but apparently this guy does. Help, he cried as the ocean swallowed him again. An archaeologist? Yeah? Been doing some Indiana Jones shenanigans, you think? I think one of the water things is chasing. Ah! Yep. I don't see anything to climb on, so I think it's just a matter of run. Ow! Oh, I'm gonna die again. There was a thing I could have climbed on. maybe. Unless I got it back because I died. I died after using it, but reset to before the point where I used it. Vaxus, hi. How are you doing? How's Amnesia? It's alright. I'm not super far in yet, I'm still figuring it out. But it seems cool so far. Oh, okay, the barrel. The barrel that I can step on. That's almost how I needed to do that. Lots of paths, I guess. Oh, no. I tried to find the thing, but... Oh, okay. It smashes through the door eventually. So, I'll talk better when I get a minute. You can smash through the door, but it can't do anything when I'm stood on one of these boxes. But yeah, I'm enjoying this game so far. Trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, I'm having a good day. Thanks for asking. Got Skype with my niece earlier. Always a good day. Game audio a tiny bit high, okay. Is this another dream? Yeah, it's difficult with horror games because in parts they're very quiet and in parts they're very loud. But okay, I'll turn it down just a touch. What have I got it on? 18%? If I drop it to like 15? Glad you like the title. How are you doing today, Vaxus? You having a good day? Okay, is this the inner sanctum? I'm not sorry to get out of that water, I'll tell you. Oh, okay, I think the door opened, that's why I looked over there. Only 3:57. Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock here. This place is nice, soothing. I think that's a statue, so it's not as horrifying as first glance. That's certainly something. A cherub, I think. Like one of the actual Bible cherubs, not the cutesy cherubs you get these days. It's a horrifying baby-faced serpent thing with wings. Remember when angels used to be cool? Okay, this place seems nice. Yeah, I could relax here. We'll chill out, we'll relax, and if we find an old man, we'll murder him. Okay, well, I think that door slid open. So that's obviously the way we'll go last. Study. The guest room. Let's go to the guest room. 4 o'clock. It's enough. We took some injuries, maybe we can find a bed and rest. We'll sleep for 8 hours and we'll feel better in the morning.
What they want with my journal?
Nothing happens the whole game. I mean, I've already gotten eaten twice by an actual monster, so that's more actual shenanigans than Layers of Fear had. It's not even a shotgun. What sort of game about fighting demons in an ancient castle doesn't have a shotgun? Hello, what have we here?
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week
I think
after
we
my
missed a diary
departure,
piece.
Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
I'm not gonna stay healthy, but you know what, now that I think about it, I've seen Stay Healthy Bot for a while. He's not even talking to Nightbot. Those two used to be close. I guess Stay Healthy Bot must be down. We'll have to stay healthy under our own power. Okay, the tank fighting the giant snake was clearly the highlight of Layers of Fear, but I mean... I could have used more giant robots. You love the story of this game? Okay. I always do like a game with a good story. Yeah, I think I must have missed the diary piece. We stumbled through the cellar area a little faster than I guess I meant to. It was probably back there. We accidentally went the right way. Crowbar, that's probably going to be a useful item for the rest of the game.
Third of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface.
He alone emerged, laughing
His account
and wailing.
confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Yeah, he does have a good voice. Yeah, I'm sure we'll unlock the giant robot in this game soon. It's pretty much inevitable. A lot of the game so far has been foreshadowing giant robots. Totally absent of any real emotion.
Daniel,
What?
still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
Okay. Hence there being laudanum everywhere, I suppose. Did I actually pick up the crowbar, or did I just think about picking it up? I need to start actually collecting the interesting things I look at. This memory wiping drug so that you'll forget you can't pilot it. The giant rope, the Mecha 6400, rejects humanity because of their sins. So we need you to drink this memory altering drug so that you're a blank slate with no sin. And therefore the robot won't reject you. You mustn't run away, Shinji.
The key. Please, let it be here.
Find a place to hide. You have no means to defend yourself. Apparently memory wiped people kick dogs a lot. I guess that makes sense, because you don't know what a dog is. But your instincts tell you that it's obviously got predator's eyes close together and a jaw full of teeth. So you think you're about to be attacked. Is it gone? Like maybe just final dose of memory loss serum. Please be careful, please. Maybe I'll just maybe I'll take the dog for a walk.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
How do you even know what a Super Mario with no clothes looks like? You took a memory serum. Okay, let me read this before I start messing around with that.
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
That does explain everything, Badger. Okay, so... why is the key in a bottle? This is all too strange. The key to the Mac room. Take that, history. reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. The letter frightened him. It was the only thing that offered him comfort. See, you make fun of the guy for his emotionless voice, but as a fellow person who cannot experience emotion, I have to say I'd read these notes in the exact same way. Anything in here? Castles must suck to live in. Yeah, I think historical accounts make it fairly clear they weren't ideal. Cold and drafty and inconvenient. Exactly, that's the castle experience. Rubbish Wi-Fi and 20 minutes of stone corridors to get to the latrine. And like, you have to go because the buildings are built into the walls and they're comparatively narrow. You have to go through all kinds of weird rooms to get from place to place. I mean, that or go outside. Mr. Chess? This guy owned a lot of pianos. Oh yeah. Tinderbox. I opened that door and part of me saw the study. From Layers of Fear. Obviously no big painting in the middle, but otherwise it just looked like that. This room is apparently maximum spook for this guy. He's freaking out way faster here. Horror games are getting to me. Inception. Is it possible? Looks nice out. Moonlit night. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I haven't been near a light for like 5 minutes, I guess. Well, there's lights right outside this room, though. I thought I'd been close enough to those. And then he was freaking out really fast when I got in here, but I guess I didn't get close enough to any of the lights. I was staying in a nearby village called Alstadt, investigating one of the antique trails, when I finally found the cavern. I went inside, and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. So I guess there's quite a few of these orbs, then. And, like, this, maybe the central temple, a temple here, is related to them? So one guy found one here, and I guess we've been trying to bring all of the orbs here? We got another one in the desert, and so did our friend who stayed behind got one. But we didn't. It wasn't in the possessions that he sent to us, so we don't know what happened to that one. So maybe they don't have all the orbs, or maybe Alexander got that one somehow. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life. It has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land, as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The Guardian had taken the orb from me. Still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interests and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, but I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Alstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Oh. So early on we heard about this guy, that he supposedly visited the place, but he must have been a fake because the guy vanished without a trace. And Agrippa was confirmed somewhere else and also, continued to exist. So he was teleported far away, which is why he was confirmed at another location on the same day. So the Guardian spared him then. So the Guardian's maybe not evil? Maybe part of the reason we wiped our memory is so that the Guardian won't target us and can expose the actual bad guy to the Guardian's wrath. Cracked window panes are held together only by a weak wooden frame. So what I'm hearing is they probably break if I threw something at them, but also maybe something's about to jump through at me. This room is well lit. Let's ignore the blood and body parts and tools on the table and use this to de-stress.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Unpleasant? Oh. Don't want that. Chambers of the human skull. Milestones of human anatomy, understanding balance, the canine jaw. You could sense the life force? It looked like maybe they were researching immortality, based on some of the alchemical stuff we found before. Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. Oh, that's what happened to the people who drank the wine, I guess. They exploded. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It's difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. We must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. 1658, January the 9th. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. Still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would provide less of a hassle to acquire. Skulls and bones. I thought there was an enemy in there for a second. Hey, a clipboard! This is what we need for our quest. You can't go wrong with a good clipboard. Why do you think you write all of these notes and things in all the weird dungeons and such that you have to go through? With a clipboard, let's have. If there's anything at the back there? Is it just bones? Yeah. Okay. Do I get something to throw out the window, you think? Maybe... A chair, that's a traditional thing to throw through a window. Oh. Maybe I'm getting out from here. Or am I? Every time... Oh, there's blood stuff all over the trees. Okay. That's what's making the noise. Wasn't I just in here? No, this isn't... Okay. Emergency decelerator. I feel like every time I get a stress heal from solving a thing, there's immediately a stress event to undo it. But I was gonna fall there. How am I supposed to relax? Chamber controller? So this is where they invented the elevator, I guess. Well, what we got here? Oh, it's not a collectible, whatever it is. We've got a memory case. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Don't understand. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Just the levers get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Create a steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Flow cycle rod, okay. Oh, been in the dark too long. Wherever I am, this looks like it's as far as I go this way. Back through the window, I guess. I guess we've got the things we need maybe to go to the place that we're obviously supposed to go to, where presumably this elevator is. Can I squeeze through here, please? Chaos. Sprawling flesh. The infection is spreading. Looking by the time, that is probably where I'm going to have to end it for today. 9 different kings have been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. I think it saves when I go through doorways. The game told me not to worry about saving. To quit when I felt the need to. see, it was that door there that opened on its own, right?
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shame will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Yeah, so I think that's the door that opened on its own earlier. It's apparently closed itself as well, so that's probably the way we're supposed to be going. So next time I guess we'll try and remember to try that door and then that one. See where this elevator stuff leads. But yeah, it's going to be that time, guys, so I'm going to have to wrap up there, I'm afraid. But okay, I'm enjoying this game. This is really interesting. Save and exit, yes, please. I'm curious to see where this is going. I still wonder what custom story is. Is that just for like people who've made stories? Like third-party content? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We'll get back to it on the next Terror Tuesday, I guess. Yeah, thanks for being here, Badger. It's been good. Appreciate the company. Yeah, I'm curious as to where this is going. So yeah, that'll be me for tonight, but I'll be back tomorrow. We should be playing Pyre in the afternoon, and then I'm not entirely sure what we're doing in the evening, but we'll be doing something in the evening. I don't think we're doing Minecraft this week, because a few people are away, so we'll be doing something semi-random. We might be playing some CSGO. We'll see. In the meantime, let's see who we can raid, shall we? Do you want to go raid Twitchy Babies? They're playing Minecraft, apparently. Let's go say hi over there, shall we? Twitchy's a regular here and shows some support. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciated the company. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, everybody, have a good night.